Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be burning all of the brush from the back wildflower gardens. I do have a work camper staying here, and currently she is finishing up clearing out those gardens, and we formed a big pile to burn in the fire pit. I brought a fire pit down by the back gardens, and we've been burning slowly but surely, but we're going to be burning the rest of it today. Now, the reason why we're going to be burning this brush instead of putting it in a big pile is because in the front wildflower gardens, I created a big brush pile, and that brush pile has been there for 3 years. So instead of just leaving that brush pile there, or even hiring somebody to take it all off and dispose of it, we're just going to burn it and get rid of it now. Even the past years in the back wildflower gardens, I put it along the property line, and it just sat there and composted, and animals burrowed under it. So we're just going to get all of that brush out of the way. We do have a little process. We bring lighter fluid, we have cardboard boxes, and there are a lot of dry, dead stuff. So a lot of that stuff sets on fire automatically. It is only 3 miles per hour of wind today, so that's why we're going to be getting this done today. We have some storms coming up, as well as some cold weather and probably snow. So we're going to try to get this done today. Meet you guys out there. So these are the back gardens, and we've been working for, I don't know, maybe a week or two, getting all of the brush out of here. We've been cutting down all of the dry, dead stuff. All of this stuff is right here. I was out here burning yesterday. I did bring out a fire pit. I've got to get the ashes out of here, but this garden is almost done. We're going to be bringing the rest of this brush over here, and then we're going to be burning all of this. Now, in past years, I have put all of the brush along that corner right there. There's a creek back there, and it gathers up, and we don't want to do that anymore. So we're going to be burning this, getting it all out of the way, just so it's just better for the environment, and just it looks cleaner. Okay, now these are the front gardens, and we did the same thing. Gathered all the brush, put 2 fire pits over here, and started burning. But in past years, I have put all of the brush over here in this corner, and it's still over here. Eventually we'll get out here and burn all of this too, but that's been there for 3 years. So instead of having these 2 eyesores right here, we're just gonna burn. Now, they do leave these charcoal marks here, which is fine. Eventually the grass will grow back, but we're just going to burn all the brush. It just looks a lot better than that big pile of brush right there. So we've got some cardboard out here that I'm going to go bring by the fire. We also have some lighter fluid that we're going to use, and then I have a lighter. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be doing is taking out all of this old ash. This was from yesterday, and then what we do with this ash is put it in the compost pile up there, and then we're going to be turning it for a year before we put it on the gardens. So I'm going to scrape this out, and then we'll get the fire started. Now, after we get done burning, we usually come out here with water, so this is a little bit wet. It hasn't rained in a while. That's why it really doesn't look like ash. It looks like it's been soiled with water. It was a little bit windy yesterday, so you don't want to leave any embers in there burning because the ground is dry. Now that the ash is all out of there, I'm going to start a fire. I just use this stuff from packages from the inside of the house, and then sometimes I'll use cardboard along with it, and then I'll put some brush on top of it, and then I light the bottom, and then that should stay lit. So if you ever get any packages from Amazon, you could always burn your boxes, or you can recycle them. All right, now I'm going to put some brush on top. Now remember, wind is only about 3 miles per hour right now, so we should be able to light this easily, and it should keep going. Let's see. And if I do need the lighter fluid, then use that too. Oh, I just burned my glove. Just burned a hole through my glove. Looks like it started pretty nicely. Now what's going to catch is all of the cardboard underneath, and then that's what'll also catch the dry stuff that's on top. Not bad. And then once she gets done with dragging all the rest of that over here, we usually work as a team. One person puts the brush on the pile, and then the other person sits there with that stick. There's a stick right there that we try to keep all the ash down, keep it all from getting on the outside of the fire pit, and just keep it as low as we can, especially if there's any wind. And it works pretty well that way. There's like a whole process that we have. And then if we do need any lighter fluid or boxes, we always have those nearby. And then this big pile will eventually get done. And then finally, these gardens will be all done for the spring and summer, or when all of these start to grow again. There was a lot of brush in there. I've already burned like a third of this. Look at all that smoke. And we usually just keep piling it on top. And if there's only one person doing it, then they'll do both. They'll come over here and put a pile on, and then kind of gotta keep it down. I think I am gonna put some of this lighter fluid on there because it was like, woo, it was dewy last night. So a lot of this stuff is wetter, and when it's wetter, it doesn't burn as easy. And then slowly but surely, we end up putting more and more of this brush on top. I can already feel it's wet, but we usually keep it burning somehow, whether it's the lighter fluid or boxes or even drier brush. Sometimes we'll even put the dry leaves on there. Now this does take longer than if we were to like just put it at the side of the property or even haul it off to like a garbage dump, but this burning it makes it look a lot cleaner here. You just have to do what you have to do to maintain your property. And quite honestly, I want to do it the cheapest as I can. And I even asked friends if I could use their trucks, and they said they would charge me a certain amount so that they can cut all this up and put it in the back of their truck. Another friend said that they would leave the truck for $50. Another friend said we'd have to, when we get to the dump, they make you pay a fee. This is free. It does take a little bit longer, but definitely worth it to do it yourself and save some money. And this is when I might put some more cardboard in there. I could have used this box, damn it. I'm going to end up putting some more on top. And because it hasn't rained in quite a while, the reason why you want to stand here is because everything around this area is dry. And when we first started burning, we raked all the leaves away from the fire pit. But if somebody isn't standing here, who knows if some of this can jump out and then start like a big fire. So we're trying to do it responsibly and watch it, kind of like a slow burn. And then eventually we'll get to the front garden pile up there, and then not put all that there anymore, just keep burning everything that we can. Once you keep up with the burning, then there won't be so much to do. What she's doing now is she is taking her stick and putting some air underneath, because sometimes the fire dies down. So see how she's lifting the stick and it's starting on fire again? So that's allowing air to go underneath all of that and relight. So this is what we've been doing for weeks as we've been burning. Her and I are going to switch places. I'm going to go in the garden over there. The smoke is getting to her over there, so we're just we're gonna switch. So if she needs any of the boxes, she'll use that. If she needs the accelerant, she'll use that. So we're just going to keep slowly but surely getting this pile down. So this is all the stuff that we're getting down. There was lots of long grasses here, and all of that needs to come out, even some of these leaves that are in here. And then this is what they'll end up looking like. The gardens will end up being all the way down to the ground because all of that tall stuff is out of here. And then a lot of the stuff that we're burning over there is this dead dry stuff. So that's a lot easier to set on fire. We've got these Fiskars head shears right here, and then we're raking it up, and then we'll pull the tarp over and continue to burn the brush pile. We even have another little helper. This is Max. He is he is making sure that The fire is kept in order. He is our watchdog out here. And we're done with the gardens. We moved all of the brush over here, and now we're just gonna keep working on burning this brush. It's gonna be raining, supposedly, according to the weather, in the next couple days. So trying to get this done as soon as we can. So we have made some progress on this pile. However, a lot of the stuff on the bottom is wetter. We're just going to take a rake and spread it out a little bit so it can dry over the next day. We are still making progress on getting as much of the dry stuff done as we can. And all of the gardens have been mowed. We're going to be planting some seeds in there eventually. And once all this brush is done, then this whole back section will be done. We are about to put the fire out. It's about 4 o'clock, and what we do is fill up this bucket or take watering cans or even jugs of water, fill them up so that we can put the fire out. And then while she's down there stirring it, I'll run back for another bucket of water. So I just got back with the water, and we're using the water to put out the embers. And then when I go back and get some more water, she'll stay back here and stir it. And now the reason why we're using a bucket full of water is because the hose is all the way over there. And I only have a 200-foot hose, and I'm not going to pull the hose all the way out here. With the front gardens, we put the hose at the tiny house, and that was able to reach all the way over there, so it was a lot easier. Now that we're back here, and that's probably a good 300, 400 feet, and the hose isn't going to reach, that's why we're using the bucket. And she's just matting all this down so that all the embers go out. You can see all the embers all right there, usually along the corners. So because we have all this brush just laying out here, we want to make sure all of this is out before we go in. Okay, so that was us burning the brush, all of the wildflower garden brush. We didn't get all of it done, but we did get a good portion of it done. We're probably going to continue tomorrow, but you get the gist of the project and what we were doing and what it takes to do it. I'm sure one person could do it, but it is a lot easier with 2 people, and you've got like a little process going. So thank goodness we are burning that brush instead of leaving it in a pile somewhere to build up for year after year after year. Hopefully I can do this every year and just maintain my property better. If you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button below and click the notification bell so you can receive a notification every time I post a new video, which is every Sunday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. All right, so hold on. Nope, it's not on. I gotta start over. And then we're just gonna keep, I don't know the word I want to use,